Okay, following on from the last video about the controlled industries and stuff and the kitten of children in private schools, I was just going on about, lots of musicians, the reason why you can't get a leg up or, like you just can't succeed in this business. Again, it's highly controlled. It's people in the know. It's family lines. It's the brotherhood of like Masonic influence and stuff. They're all a clique together. Like I've tried to enter like media industry and the music industry, and like to no avail. As I say, I had predators in college that it always kind of started with like sexual kind of encouragement, and I kind of knew these predators anyway. I think if I'd have gone that route, I probably would have entered the industry, but like again, I would have been kittenised and used for their sexual gain and stuff, which I didn't want to do, and that's the reason why. So if you're kind of an honest musician, you're not really gonna step up to that kind of level, of being seen. You kind of do have to sell your soul to the music industry, or have to be in it. As I say, that you've got like these Cabbage Patch Babies that are sent out to give an illusion that they are from working class backgrounds. It's like meant for us to chase the dream, it's a real laugh to the elites, that like you're going round and round in circles to try and get to this kind of area of expertise, but it's a locked door until it comes down. So my advice to struggling musicians is keep going, because I know that God is in this and this is going to change. As I say, it's a kind of locked shop, and the people in it, some love what they do. They tell me, like Tom York, in V2K, has said like he's been raped literally all day. He kind of likes it, he doesn't like it. He's come accustomed and emotionally adjusted to like the industry and the brotherhood kind of like using him as like some sort of energy source, sexual energy source, like where we'd have 2 or 3 or 4 women a day and like more on the evening. It's not just about a choice thing, it's about ownership over each other's bodies. They all consider themselves married to each other in this demonic regime, and they all can use each other as they please and no one can back down on it. That's the way it is, whether they like, sex with people or not, and they definitely can't really have sex outside their own kind because they consider themselves as like elite and above everyone else, and it stops pregnancies and scandal and stuff like that, so they just go with each other quite frequently. So that's what I've been told. So I'm just saying to musicians, keep going, this thing will come down and they'll be free, and there'll be people that'll be put to death, like for doing stuff like this, and they are part of satanic rituals as well. I know that there are women that are energy vampires, these good looking ones with the smooth hair, and like they've done about a whole day making themselves up in the mirror, that they're attached to these kind of wives that are showpieces, but they're quite venomous on the side and satanic. They're not all what they seem in the visual sense. They're attached to these women and they're their kind of handlers. So that's all I know. So just keep going with your music, and one day this will straighten out and we'll all be able to have a kind of song broadcasted, and that's what I hope will happen. Thank you.